Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. I'm back. What? Oh, skeleton. I'm like, where am I getting hit from? Rude. I'm trying to come back, record my first Hermitcraft video in like a couple of weeks, and this stupid skeleton is interrupting my intro. Anyway, guys, welcome back to Hermitcraft. I know, it's been a couple weeks. Today is going to be a talkie episode. Okay, for real? This is getting a little ridiculous. Die, skeleton. It wouldn't be Hermitcraft if there weren't things ruining my intro. But anyway, today's going to be a talkie episode. We're going to talk about, we're going to talk about why I've been gone, what we're going to do now that we're back, and some things that have happened in the meantime. For example, right now, things might look a little bit different than the last time you saw one of my Hermitcraft videos. That's because we are now in version 3.1 of the new updated textures, which you can get on Minecraft.net. So that's a little different. And I've done videos kind of going over all of the changes to the textures and giving my thoughts on them and stuff like that. So I'm not going to go into it too much. But yeah, things look a little bit different. I don't know for sure, but I have a feeling that we are going to continue to update the textures that we're playing with based on like whether or not, or based on like whenever Mojang puts out an update, we're going to update the texture pack on the server, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, let's talk about my absence. In a nutshell, I took a vacation. I decided, you know what? I haven't had like a proper vacation in years. I'm gonna take one, so I did, and that's basically all it was. Nothing bad. I didn't decide that I was quitting Hermitcraft. You should have seen some of the comments on videos and in stream and stuff. People think that you take like a short vacation for a week or two, and people just think that you died, or that like you've quit Minecraft forever, or that like you had a falling out with Hermitcraft, or like something went horrible. No, nothing like that at all. I just needed a vacation. That's all it was. And by the way, I will say it is not a coincidence that my vacation was timed approximately with the release of Red Dead Redemption 2. That was kind of how the vacation started, and then from there I was like, I really just kind of want to stay on vacation for a little bit longer. And then it, 2 weeks had passed, and by the time before I knew it. So, yeah, nothing bad. Just wanted to kind of take a little bit of a break from YouTube and from Minecraft and from everything, and just kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's different for you guys, but for me, like my ideal vacation, like my perfect idea of a vacation is just doing nothing for like a week or two. Or for a period of time. Some people, they go on vacation and they're like, I'm going to go to the Bahamas. And that's my vacation. Now, I don't want to go to the Bahamas on vacation. Because the thing is, when you travel, I find that like when I travel on a vacation and I go somewhere cool and exciting, by the end of my vacation, I'm just worn out. I'm like, all right, I am so ready to be home. I'm tired, And then I don't feel rejuvenated at the end of a break or a vacation like that, Because yeah, you're doing something different. We'll check the glass shop and see if anything is sold. I did refill this on the stream day, the Hermitcraft stream day on Saturday. Didn't refill all the stained glass. That's probably something, that is definitely something it looks like that I'm going to have to do. Oh, a couple more sales since Saturday. Look at that. People are buying things. Lovely. Anyway, so yeah, when I go on vacation, I like to just stay at home and basically just relax and chill and be a couch potato for a little while. That's like my idea of a perfect vacation. So that's essentially what I did. I didn't really do anything. I just kind of stayed at home and played other games, didn't really record anything, just kind of disconnected from being a content creator for a little while, and man, was it needed. I feel so much better now. I was just like, I was losing my mind. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I was kind of losing my mind. Some things have happened in the meantime, though. The stock exchange is like in full swing. I mean, it's going. I think the value of Wells Corp is, technically it should be Wells Co, as in company, not corporation. But I really don't feel like changing all the signs. I mean, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. I might do that later off camera. That would be very boring to watch. But I also kind of want to just look around the server a bit, because I saw a little. I did admittedly tour the server during the Hermitcraft live stream day this last Saturday, but I haven't done it on video, and a lot has changed. For those of you, and I know a lot of people like only watch 1 or 2 hermits. So for those of you who watch me, and pretty much only me, I do want to kind of peek around the server a little bit and kind of just let you guys see what's going on. And if there are any spoilers, then I'm sorry, I apologize. But I don't think there should be much. So most of this, I think we've all seen. This has been finished, I think, in my absence. I don't think this building was completely done when I went on vacation. The mall has been coming along super, super nicely. Tango and Impulse's like underground mall is doing incredible. Is this one? Yeah, nope, that's an up. There we go. This one goes down. This thing is sweet. I'm loving it. And it's going to open up a lot more space in the shopping district as well, which is actually like super important. There's not much going on this floor as far as actual stores go, but there's like this cool aquarium type thing happening. It's pretty nifty. I like it a lot, actually. Yeah. Anyway, so as for the vacation, as I said, I just needed a break. I just needed to kind of disconnect for a little while, and that's what I did, and now I'm back. Unfortunately, I did not pick an ideal time to go on vacation because I'm actually going to be traveling in like less than a week. For Thanksgiving holiday in the United States is Thursday the 22nd, I believe. We're going to travel. My wife and I are traveling for Thanksgiving. We're going to go up to Wisconsin, visit my wife's side of the family, visit my side of the family, kind of do the rounds. You know, they live in like different parts of the state. We're going to work our way up and then west and then, you know, south through Illinois to visit my mom's extended side of the family, my grandma and grandpa and all them. And, you know, we're going to kind of do the rounds, go see all the family members and stuff like that. And then I'll probably be back roughly like the day after Thanksgiving, I'm thinking. Man, this place is gorgeous. Oh, I love it. It's so cool. But that means that, like, I picked a bad time to go on vacation because now I'm like, okay, well, now I'm about to travel, which means I got to backlog a bazillion videos. And, like, that's not ideal for having a short window of time to do all of that. I need to backlog, like, a week's worth of videos in a very short amount of time. So what you're probably going to see over the next few days, well, roughly over the next week or so, because I'm going to be traveling for about a week. The thing is, like, when you're talking there being like an 8 or 9 hour drive involved, and when you're wanting to spend a day with, you know, with this part of the family and then a couple days with this part of the family, like, it turns into a week-long trip. It's not just like we're going to drive over to mom and dad's for Thanksgiving and have a Thanksgiving meal, and then that'll be it. You know, now, I wish it was that simple, but it's like a 10-hour drive until our first stop. I think it's about 9 hours, but either way, it's a long drive. And there'll be a lot of driving involved and a lot of traveling, and it's going to be a relatively long trip. Doesn't look like the modern district has really been touched since I took a break, and that's fine. So I need to backlog a bunch of videos, and unfortunately, Hermitcraft and Kingdoms videos are not ideal for backlogging because they take a really long time to make. It's not uncommon to put like an entire day into a single video. So what you're probably going to see over the next week or so is probably maybe like a couple talkie episodes of Kingdoms and Hermitcraft. Maybe we'll do a little bit on Hermitcraft. I'll see how much time I have. But you're also probably going to see a bunch of world tours of various builders, content creators, SMPs, stuff like that within the Minecraft community. I put out a tweet. By the time you see this video, the tweet will be a couple days old. So yeah, but I put out a tweet basically saying like, hey, I need a bunch of easy content because I'm going to be traveling for Thanksgiving, and world tours are perfect for that because all I really need to do is like show up and then, you know, take a tour. I don't have to do any planning. I don't have to do any resource grinding or anything like that. I just have to it's quote unquote easy content. It's air quotes, right? It's like low effort content. And I need a lot of that because, you know, I can record several world tours within a single day. If we are, that, you know, I could potentially get like a video for every day that I'm going to be gone in a single day if I'm just doing world tours. Who knows? So I put out the tweet. The tweet isn't old enough yet that I know exactly what I'm going to be touring. Hey Joe. I don't know what I'm going to be touring just yet, but there will be world tours coming out. Don't panic. I'm not turning into a world tour channel. I just need a fair amount of like quote unquote low effort content to kind of get me past Thanksgiving, so that there are videos coming out while I'm gone. And I'll try to get some Hermitcrafting Kingdoms and stuff like that recorded as well. There are also probably not going to be any videos on the second channel during this time, just because my priority needs to be the main channel. But maybe we'll see. I think I might even have a couple of second channel videos that are already recorded that just never came out. I'll have to look. I don't know. Either way, long story short, don't panic. Hermitcrafting Kingdoms are going to be back in full swing very, very soon. It's just that, like, right now, there are other factors in play. Otherwise, also, by the way, this ice factory that I think, I'm like 99% sure that Exuma built this. This ice factory looks like, oh, it's gorgeous. I love it. And I love that it's essentially, it shares a lot of like design similarities to the sugar factory over here. Like they are very, very similar in a lot of ways. Block palette, general like architectural style, but at the same time, it's also very different. I love that. They look like they fit together, but that they are both unique standalone buildings as well. Let's pop into the Nether, because I do need to talk about the Nether. This is one of those things that's kind of a Hermitcraft exclusive bit that I need to talk about that has happened while I was gone. So, the Nether Hub. First of all, I don't know that this bit right here, this ceiling of the Nether Hub, I don't know that ever got shown on a video. This was finished up during a Hermitcraft live stream day right before I went on vacation. And I would like to do more with like the walls and the ceiling and stuff like that. But to be honest, the Nether Hub did not really come out the way that I had like visioned it, or envisioned it would be the proper word. I don't know about you, but like sometimes when I start building, or in fact, pretty much always when I start building, I have like a vision in my head, right? I have like a picture in my head of how the build is supposed to look when it's done. And I don't do a ton of planning in creative. I do a little bit here and there. You know, like I'll do like, generally in creative, I'll do like a rough sketch if I'm going to do anything in creative whatsoever in like my creative testing world. But I won't plan everything out for block. I won't, not usually anyway. I won't plan out every little detail. I'll just kind of do a rough sketch, kind of get the block palette, kind of get the general style figured out, and then I'll jump into survival and build it. And this is a case where I did like a rough sketch. I was happy with what I came up with, and then I was like, okay, no problem. We'll do that, and then I'll add more detail to it, and it'll be great. And then I built this, and then it didn't really come together quite the way that I had hoped. There's these ceilings that are very bland, and yeah, you could add more detail to this, it would be possible. And the walls that are very bland, and yeah, you could add more details to this, and it would be possible. But I'm struggling with like how to do that. And honestly, like this Nether Hub just did not, like it's good, but it's not like Hermitcraft good, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really know how to put it into words, but long story short, we've decided as a group that this Nether Hub is basically going away. This whole thing that I built, this is pretty much all going to get torn down and replaced with something else that is hopefully going to be a lot more epic and a lot more like Hermitcraft worthy, if that makes sense. And no, I am not mad about it. And no, that is not the reason that I had to take a break. Because I know there are going to be people who are like, oh, you found out you did this right before you took a break, and now it's hashtag Nether Hub Gate 2018. No, guys. Really, I'm not mad. This really did not come together the way that I had envisioned. I promise. Like, There are things about this I really like, but there are also things about it that I don't really like. And honestly, there are other problems with it too. Like, when I built this, there was a little bit of a communication breakdown, if I'm being honest. These portals here, 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 and here were laid out very specifically in a very specific spot in a very specific way so that they would work with something that somebody else had planned to build. And I didn't know that when I built this, and basically built the Nether Hub on top of this. So like there's some other complications involving this hub in that kind of regard as well. Like the way that I built this hub kind of steps on other people's toes too for plans that they had. And like it didn't really come together the way that I'd wanted, and like it's okay, but it's not incredible. And I think we can do better. So yeah, this Nether Hub is going to go away. My only stipulation with that was that I am not tearing it down because nope. That's my stipulation is I am completely fine with the other hermits tearing it down and rebuilding, but I'm not going to do it because I'm not mining out all that concrete. Ain't nobody got time for that. But no, I'm not mad about it. That's not why I took a break. There is no drama, etc., etc. People are now going to assume that even though I've said that, specifically because I've said there's no drama, there must be drama, aka welcome to YouTube. I should also probably, well, actually there's not really a whole lot in here for resources that I actually care about. The chests. I should probably just tear all this down and put it all in my storage room if I'm being honest. That would be the smart thing to do. But we'll grab a few things. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back here and do this off camera anyway. I don't know. Long story short, that's what's going on with the Nether Hub. So the Nether Hub is going to disappear at some point. That's Impulse's base. So I think this one then must be the Industrial District. The Nether Hub is going to disappear. Don't panic. It's okay. We've all talked about it and discussed it, and that's the decision of the group, including myself. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see. As I put this stuff away, what else do I have to talk about? We talked about the vacation. We talked about my return. We talked about the upcoming world tours. Oh, plans. Right. I knew there was something else. So I want to talk a little bit about the plans that I still have as we do kind of transition back into getting Hermitcraft going up again, or going again. Well, and for that matter, let's talk a little bit about getting kingdoms going up again, because there will be people who care very deeply about that too. So essentially, here's my plan. I think I was trying really hard for the season up until this point to kind of avoid the medieval district, because I don't want to be just the medieval builder, if that makes sense. Like I've spent so much time doing medieval builds in previous Hermitcraft seasons, and for that matter in Kingdoms, that I don't want to be one-dimensional. I want to do other stuff too. I want to work in the Pirate District, and I want to work in the other districts and stuff like that. But it's kind of turned out that, like, nobody else is really doing anything in the medieval district. And I volunteered to do the medieval district railway station, which is... I don't know if you can see it. It's hard to see from the ground. But if we pop up here... Yeah, right here. This big box. This is going to be the Hermit Railway Network station in the medieval district. This one right here, and that's for the project that Rendog is kind of leading, I guess you would say. He's kind of like the point man for the railway network. I volunteered to do the medieval district project. I might also end up doing another railway in the industrial district as well. But basically, I want to start focusing on that, and I also want to start working on the medieval district as a whole, because it seems like no one else is really doing much with it, and the medieval district feels a little bit neglected right now. So I want to do some work to kind of change that. I think that's going to be important. I also think we need to get back to working on the industrial district. This is something I worked on pretty hard in, like, towards the beginning of the season. I did a lot of work in the industrial district, kind of laying out, like, these platforms and all this kind of stuff. And I was hoping that I would do that, and then a bunch of other hermits would kind of jump in and start doing stuff over here too. But it's been pretty much just me and Exuma. Although I don't know, this might not be an Exuma build, this cocoa bean farm. I'm not sure who built this. It might be Exuma. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to videos and stuff like that while I've been gone either. But I think I want to come back here and start working on stuff over here as well. Working on these big platforms, extending these out, start building more factories and industrial things. I have a really cool idea for the industrial district railway station. And that is to say, not so much a railway station, but more of a rail yard, because that feels very industrial to me. Like, just having, because I think a lot of, like, factories, a lot of, like, industrial areas within cities and stuff have railways running right through them. You know, they make all these products and stuff like that in the factories, and then they ship them out via train once they're done. So I think it would actually be cool if, for the industrial district, rather than having just, like, a single station that's, like, a, you know, I don't know, a 20 by 20 area or whatever, we would have railways kind of running throughout the whole industrial district and have, like, proper, like, train tracks and all sorts of stuff, like a whole freight yard type deal thing. That could be really cool, I think. But yeah, I've got plans, and it's going to be great. And as for kingdoms, I'm kind of thinking that maybe for kingdoms, I'm going to start sort of returning to some old kingdoms and doing some work in some of the older kingdoms that I haven't touched in a long time. I think that could be really cool as well. But I think I have rambled on long enough. Never fear, my friends. Hermitcrafting Kingdoms are going to be back in full swing very soon. Don't panic when you see a bunch of World Tour videos. Enjoy the World Tour videos. You're going to get a lot of inspiration. Lots of cool builds and amazing things. Maybe you'll find a couple other channels to watch as well. One of my big goals here is to kind of showcase some smaller channels that make content that is similar enough to mine that I think you guys will be interested in it. People that you may have never heard of or that you might not watch. So I think that'll be really good as well. So yeah, that's kind of the deal. But guys, that is going to do it for me today. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.